You know, for weeks now, we've talked about a debate in Columbus over whether it should be harder to amend Ohio's Constitution.
And now former lawmakers are expressing their disagreement. In this letter, 5 former attorneys general, both Republican and Democrat, say Ohio's experience amending the Constitution has worked well, adding it's been used to adopt policies like home rule, prohibiting taxes on food, and term limits. As Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow explains, a bipartisan group of governors is also speaking out.
Hundreds of protesters marched outside and inside the Ohio State House, fighting against the proposal to make it more difficult to amend the state's constitution. Senate Joint Resolution 2 would require a 60% supermajority for constitutional amendments to pass instead of 50%. The more than 240 bipartisan groups are also against Senate Bill 92, which would reinstate August special elections. And they have found allies among former state leaders.
We should not ask the voters at an August election with extremely low voter turnout to make a decision on such a serious, profound, lasting change to the Ohio Constitution.
Former Republican Governor Bob Taft is adamantly opposed to both measures. And he finds himself in company with other governors like fellow Republican John Kasich and Democrats Dick Celeste and Ted Strickland.
It's a very transparent effort to subvert the will of the people.
Strickland argues this is all about reproductive rights. Pro-abortion groups are collecting signatures to let Ohioans choose if abortion should be legal in the state. He says conservatives are trying to vote on the proposed amendment changes in August to get ahead of that vote.
Even if it's on the August ballot, I think the people of Ohio will come out and defeat it.
I respect these senior statesmen and women, but they're just wrong on this one.
Secretary of State Frank LaRose has been pushing for both measures and argues there won't be low turnout in August since there will be ads run about it.
You will have to be living in a cave to miss the fact that there is an August election.
Taft, who is anti-abortion, says that putting up an election and a resolution to change the Constitution just so conservatives can prevent abortion access isn't how democracy works.
Let that issue be decided by a full-throated campaign where you're going to have a large voter turnout and where you're going to have a simple majority to approve it.
Governor DeWine's team says he is taking the former leader's views into account and that this special election is not and has not been one of his priorities. But he still plans to sign the election bill if it gets to his desk. He says the lawmakers have the legal right to decide when elections are for any purpose. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.